Welcome guys to Urumqi, the capital of the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Republic of China, also just known as Xinjiang. When I knew I was coming to China, I knew I had to come to this province. It's the largest in China by area, and it's very, very special. In this city right here, about 50% of the population belongs to the Uyghur minority group. Basically, half the population speaks their own language related to Turkish and more similarly Uzbek. It's this entirely Central Asian culture, reminiscent of that of the Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, Uzbek. They have their own writing system, their own religion, and the vibes here, combined with the other 50% Han Chinese, are very extraordinary. So let me show you this interesting city. Right now I'm on the walking street called Lingguanxiang. I was told by the hotel receptionist that I could find some good food here, which I'm very excited to try. Uyghur cuisine is very, very unique. Hello. You have a lagman? Lagman, okay. Okay, so I'm in an Uyghur restaurant and I got myself lagman. Basically what it is like hand-pulled noodles. Basically, it's very typical to this region and it's done especially here. So I'm very excited to try it. I've had it in Kazakhstan and I've had it in some various parts of the US, but I know from those experiences that no bowl of lagman is the same. So I can't wait to show you this one. Okay, so they gave me this tea with like mint and some other fruits in there. Never seen anything like it. Let's try it. By the way, the restaurant looks empty. It's not. They just took me to like a different room because the seating up there was filled. Let's try it. Uyghur tea, or what I'm assuming is Uyghur. It smells very good. That's really nice. Wow. Nice. So here it is, guys. Lagman. It looks very simple, but I promise you it's very, very particular. You have the handmade noodles, then the meat, which is presumably beef, various vegetables soaked in kind of this tomato-y sauce. And every bowl of lagman you have, it's like a different consistency of sauce. This is a different color, different type of sauce. So this is the sauce we're getting. And I'm super excited to try it. Here we go. Okay. Lagman, maybe. They're watching me record to make sure I like it, but that's so good. It's like you can feel the meaty and vegetable taste in the noodles. Yeah, it's beef. No, it's lamb. The lamb's pretty big here. Excellent. This meat is very well done. Excellent. We're off to a great start with the food here. So I'm almost done with this lagman, which is one of the best things I've eaten on China so far. It doesn't beat biang biang noodles, I'm not gonna lie. Biang biang noodles from Xi'an are, I mean, come on. I ate it 6 times within 4 days. It was crazy. But this restaurant seems legit, so I'm gonna see if I can get some manthi. It's another Central Asian specialty. You can find it in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, even Afghanistan has their own version. But it's also a specialty in Uyghur cuisine. So this restaurant seems pretty legit, so I'm gonna see if they sell manthi, and I'll show you. Basically, it's a dumpling, but it's filled with juice, not soup like xiaolongbao, but it's kind of like a juicy dumpling, very meaty, not as much vegetable. So let's see. Okay, yolk. Okay. Okay, it's fine. They didn't have it. I'm not gonna pretend like I understand Uyghur, but like with my limited knowledge of Kazakh, I can like pick up, like for example, yok. I know isn't like no, like you don't have like zhok in Kazakh. So I don't know. I feel proud of myself there. They have is like this bread with like meat in it, and let's try it out. Forgot what it's called. That's really good. It's nice and hot. Very good. The bread is like the perfect consistency. It's not too crunchy. It's not dry. Not soggy. It's still hot. Meat is good. No complaints. It's just I think this is supposed to be for like 3 or 4 people. Like you share it as an appetizer, and I got one whole thing. So I'll just take it home with me. I got a bag to take this half-eaten bread thing with me home. So now let's go for a walk. So here, guys, is the Uyghur script. Well, I guess the Uyghur writing system uses the Arabic script. Kazakh and Kyrgyz, Tatar, they adopted those Turkic languages adopted the Russian, the Cyrillic writing system because they were under the Soviet Union. Uzbek now has now Latinized, but Xinjiang was always part of China. It never had it never took on the Cyrillic alphabet, so it remained using the original Arabic script, which is what Kazakh used before the Cyrillic alphabet was used. Anyway, it's pretty cool to be in China and see Chinese writing and Arabic writing too. It's a really interesting mix. See, this building right here is a hotel. Sorry for the bus in the way. It says Tian Shan Star Hotel, but we don't know how many stars. My first impressions of the city is that I like it. It's not the greenest, pretty gray, but I mean, what can you expect? The city's kind of in the middle of nowhere. And it's industrial, it happens, but it doesn't feel soulless. I don't know. I can't exactly put into words. But I think just knowing how this is the epicenter of many different cultures, not just Chinese and Uyghur, but there are many other minorities that come from all over China and other Central Asian countries. You see architecture like that building back there, you know, kind of like that Muslim style architecture. So it adds a bit of depth, which I like. It goes a long way. There's a mosque over there. Okay, I just walked by the university, and right next to it, I was like a jump scare. There was like this military vehicle. It's like armored vehicle, and there were these 2 guys popped out of it, both each facing one direction with AKs. Like, okay, you do you, I guess. I didn't film it because from Myanmar I learned my lesson. Don't film guys with AKs. And in the distance we can see a glimpse into what the rest of Xinjiang begins to become outside of the city. It's rolling hills and mountains. Yeah, but unfortunately I don't have time to, exit the city. So I have relocated to the Xinjiang Grand Bazaar, or in Mandarin as they call it, Xinjiang Da Bazaar. Behind me is the mosque, or the Erdao Mosque as they call it in Mandarin. Not quite sure the Uyghur name for it. And behind me here is a tower. Okay, I'm entering the mosque. They said I can record, and they gave me these things to cover my shoes. I'm always happy to enter a mosque, find them fascinating, and I love the architecture. So, especially in China, it's not a place you think there being mosques. Of course they have them. Okay, so I just went up that floor up there. I took the stairs up there. That was a mosque. But I guess in the same building, I'm entering the bazaar now. Let's check it out. Hi.
没有印象真大，我操！所以呢，就先看看那贴上，哎呦，这。
开始吗？开始吗？看一下有没有喜欢的，地上贴标。
不然是地下了就。啊，把地板头手上。
哦，意思是我们衣服
两边是好像有边是你的背后边是可以贴它，这样好像是一个。
Got some stuff here, like carvings. I'm predicting probably some traditional folk tale. And of course, a future ice cream. These pure Central Asian vibes right here. Look at all the spices, the fruits, the nuts. You got traditional headwear, jewelry. This is as Central Asian as it gets. Let's see. I kind of want to buy something, but the problem is I'm traveling with a school backpack and a grocery bag, and both by now are very, very full. So I have to be very careful what I buy. Maybe like one of those refrigerator magnets. Just get a refrigerator magnet. So you got magnets, something like that. Xinjiang guys, what do you think? 你好，这个是多少？28. Okay, 20. 一个。25, fine, whatever. I'm so bad at bargaining. Okay, I got a magnet for $3. I'm still terrible at bargaining. It's sad, I should get better. But, okay, at least I bought something. That makes me feel like I accomplished something. Let's see if we can get some food. Manta. Okay. 是什么肉的？
羊肉的。
羊肉的，好好。Okay. Alright, y'all. Finally found a place that serves manta. As you can see, they're like these dumplings, but they're kind of thicker than the traditional Chinese jiaozi. So they're thicker and they're more meaty. So let's see. Hopefully they have like juice inside that you like can suck out. Yep. Central Asian staple food. I have found a grand total of 2 other Western tourists in Urumqi in the span of 3 days. I just met them actually a couple hours ago. They're from Georgia, the country. They're pretty cool. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that. Obviously, I knew that Xinjiang wouldn't be huge for tourism, but from Western countries. But man, the only one. I'm sure there are some. So they just hadn't come across them yet. Haven't crossed paths. But very, very few other Western tourists, which sort of makes sense. I mean, this is kind of in the middle of nowhere. I found a park called Yanan Park on Yanan Street. Can I say it's a chill park? We got like ping pong tables back there, playground over there. I don't know if it's in camera. Chill. I will say China does good parks. China is good at making parks. Very peaceful. My last day in China. Man, had a great time in China, honestly. You know, people have been so kind to me. Obviously, how open they are to talking, and you know how often they come up to me and whatever. It varies from city to city, but still, nonetheless, when you do get them talking, I mean, they're wonderful. I never had a bad interaction with anybody. It's my last day here. Try to get out of it as much as I can, and tomorrow off to my next country, which should be really cool. I feel like I keep going for some local food. I got myself some McDonald's, trying to observe the culture. Chicken nugget. It's the exact same. I don't know why I thought it'd be different. In fairness, in every country I go to, I try to get McDonald's once. It's my last day in China, and I've been eating such good food the whole time that I never bothered to get McDonald's. So, last day, I gotta do it. The main difference though, and I noticed this with every McDonald's I've been to, is that the fries are just less salty. But they'll do. In this neighborhood, I'm starting to see some signs in Russian. Cool. You got гостиница Bianzian. So Bianzian Hotel. See, over here we got some too. Here we got a flower store. We got a place that sells LED. Well, it says LED in English. Supermarket. We got restaurant Antoshka. Yum. It says вкусная булочка over there. Yummy pastries. What's up? Hello. 你好. Вкусная булочка. Вкусная булочка есть. Yes. Can I? Unfortunately, didn't speak Russian, but it's okay. Probably there's maybe a small Russian community here, or Kazakh community, or Uzbek or Tajik. You know, these people. Some of them still speak Russian. Yeah, but it seems like it's a whole community because this entire street is lined with Russian. Here it says Xinjiang Islam Jiaojing or Jiaoqing Xueyuan. So it's a school of Islam, I think. Cool. Check it out. I think it's a mosque. It looks like one. It looks pretty closed. I'd like to check it out, but I don't think that's happening. Huh. Right now I'm in the Urumqi airport and about to go on a 2-hour flight to my next country. My 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks in China finally come to an end. I enjoyed it here. China surprised me with how efficient and clean and pleasant it was, really. The people were so nice. A lot of my friends told me, oh, you're going to China. People are gonna give you a hard time for being American. No, they don't. They ask you where you're from. If you're white, you speak Chinese like a little bit. It doesn't matter where you're from. Even if you don't speak Chinese, people will just treat you like a normal human being. So I really appreciated my time here. I would absolutely come back. I recommend China to everybody. Yeah. Urumqi was really a cool place to be. I would recommend that too, but if you only have a short time in China, maybe stick with, Chongqing, Chengdu, Xi'an. Saw some really interesting culture, had some great food. Can't complain. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this far. If you want to support my channel, dropping a like, sharing, subscribing, it means a lot to me, and it tells the YouTube algorithm to show my videos to more people. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.